Hello, welcome back to the World of Storytelling with me, Ronnie. Now, apologies for dropping the ball so far on this season. I've got no excuse. The episodes are already recorded. It's only me editing them and putting them out, which is taking so long. No excuses, really. None at all. I will do better. Now, I'm having 1,000 coffees with 1,000 strangers, just for the hell of it. Been doing this for a few years now, and I'm almost up to 600. So if you want to have a coffee with me, drop me a line. Book one in the links below. But aside from that, thanks to me having conversations with them, there are 3 other amazing people that are now having coffees with strangers. And I don't want to take all the credit because they've had fantastic journeys of their own to get to this place. And there's a little mini platform that one of them has set up, which all 4 of us are on, and there's space for more. So check out the link below as well to Coffee with Strangers, set up by the fantastic Elsa, and spread the word. Let's have more people having coffees with strangers with no ulterior motive, no agenda, just human conversation. Now, to get us going for this next episode, which American president was not guilty at all? Of course, the answer is Lincoln. He was innocent. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day. So tell the story, one day is true. Yeah. But these are the important things in life.
What, bergamot and
gin. I think it's gin, martinis, and phones. I mean, you that's how we actually know each other.
It is how we know each other.
Yeah.
And just down the road from here.
Yeah.
And you only worked there a week.
No, I think it was a month.
Was it a month?
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the World of Storytelling, and welcome to the World of Storytelling, Mick.
Thank you very much.
Mick O'Hare. Am I pronouncing your...
I get O'Hare, I get all sorts of things, but O'Hare is 100% correct. Mick O'Rabbit, I was called at school.
Mick O'Rabbit?
Well, hare, rabbit.
Ah, very good. I didn't think of that. I thought it was something to do with the fact that you... I mean, can I say that you don't have very much hair?
Mick no hair.
Mick no... Is that... Am I offending my guests as we start off?
And also, Mohair was my initials and surname. And some of the teachers at school, if they wanted to belittle me, called me Mohair. Which I didn't know what Mohair was, but I eventually found out.
Are you saying, Mick, that colonisation was a good thing?
I'm not saying colonisation was a good thing at all. But the Lebanese also play rugby league.
Do the Lebanese play rugby league?
They've been in the last 2 World Cup quarterfinals, including beating France in the last...
Really?
Yeah, Lebanon.
Okay, now this
I've got a Lebanese rugby league shirt. And I've even shown it to Lebanese people, and they have no idea what it is. Not a clue. What is this game? I say rugby. They think, oh, rugby. I've seen rugby. It's a trick. And I say, no, this is rugby league. You play a different kind of rugby.
That is an amazing
the egalitarian rugby you're playing.
The real rugby.
The real rugby.
I was going to bring up rugby later, but you've already brought it up,
right?
Which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a proud Yorkshireman.
I am.
Yeah, and you're very into rugby league.
I am. So I do remember being knocked out. I was playing in a sevens competition in Warrington. I played for a whole university. I remember the guy coming up to me behind me and saying, "Are you with us?" As I sat at the side looking a bit dumb, and I remember going, "No, I'm with Hull." And my son has now emulated me. Leeds University, and he decided he was going to take it up as well.
Yeah.
And he's never shown the slightest... He loves rugby league, but he's never shown the slightest interest in playing. He's just I'm sorry, Thomas, if you're listening, but he's a bit of a wimp when it comes to contact sports. Anyway, he said, I'm playing. But anyway, he's not playing anymore, because in this 3rd game, he ended up in Leeds General Infirmary with concussion.
With concussion, yeah.
However, he has since qualified as a referee, so he's still kicking.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We need referees.
What else can I talk about rugby league? I mean, the greatest game on the planet, invented in my hometown, Huddersfield, 29th of August, 1895. Saturday was a working day at the time, but rugby clubs played their matches on Saturdays. And all the people working in the factories of the north of England who were playing rugby couldn't play because they had to work. So they asked the Rugby Football Union in London whether they could compensate the players for missed shifts. It was called broken time. And as rugby union was a strictly amateur sport for gentlemen, they said no, you can't pay them. So eventually it just all came to a head, and the clubs in the north of England who were relying on workers for their teams broke away to form their own Northern Union, as it was called then, which is now called Rugby League. Still a bit of animosity.
Okay.
Yeah, rugby union's more technical than rugby league. Rugby league's a bit wham bam, thank you. players.
A bit more northern.
Bit more.
no. I mean,
I hope you're going to tell people we're sitting in a cafe in Mayfair.
yes, we are jolly good. We are sitting in a French-themed cafe in Mayfair, and
Pretending to be professional northern.
pretending to. I mean, we are both from the north.
Oh yes, no, yeah, but yeah, of course, yeah, we are.
Yeah, I mean that is something that we can't get away from. Now you've made a bit of a career, well, in many things, but particularly at least the way I see you is that by getting kind of little known facts.
That's true.
Yeah.
The internet's really helped us. I just plagiarised the internet. To be honest, when I worked for New Scientist, and I edited a column at the back of the magazine, which was readers' questions and answers. Stupid things like why is snot green. There always had to be everyday questions. I had the easiest job in the world, really, because readers asked the questions, and other readers answered the questions, and I was the middleman who, I had to fill up the bits. Other people really discovered the facts. I mean, I did have a certain job as editor of making sure it was a genuine fact, because you're never sure whether somebody's just guessing, I remember we were trying to find a big enough field, because I was doing a book of experiments for New Scientist, how to fossilise your hamster.
Sorry, say that again.
How to fossilise your hamster. It takes 250,000 years on average to fossilise something. So
okay, did you do that experiment?
Well, we didn't,
because you don't have 250,000 years.
Who knows? But maybe improvements in aging techniques. But no, we didn't do it. But we explained to people how they could if they wanted to.
Right.
But I do remember being out in a field. We were trying to show how difference in speed of light travelling and sound. Obviously, sound's a lot slower.
Yeah.
So I ended up hitting it with a big hammer with somebody down the end of the field. Us trying to record it at the other, so when you get the sound, but you can obviously see them hit the stone that they're hitting first.
Yeah.
But so we're just about to do this, and then two vans of football teams turn up, park right in the middle between us, absolutely ruining the experiment. We said we need this space to do this. Obviously they said, well, we've hired the field, and we said, well, could you just kick off 10 minutes later? And the guys were really quite unpleasant. They said, no, we've got to start on time. The referee's here, we've paid him. So I wouldn't say I ended up down a mine having to do something, but it was. I tell you what I have done.
Go on.
Yeah, here's somewhere I've ended up with, even more strange than the football pitch. It's an urban myth that ducks' quacks don't echo.
Okay.
And so, in an attempt it just sounded absolute nonsense to me, and it did turn out to be nonsense. But it did involve taking a duck to a sports hall. I really wanted to go into a cave.
Yeah, exactly.
But we had to do it in a sports hall. We checked the sports hall echoed a human voice, and then I took a duck in, and then, rather feeling guilty, sort of giving a prod to make it. There was somebody there looking after the duck, and they were had great care. We did it properly.
Yeah.
But the duck's quack did echo. So I don't know where that came from, but I suppose that was one of the strangest things.
I was given a workshop the other day, and I tried to get them all to quack, just as a bit of an energizer, and they did, and I did as well. But it turns out I don't know how to quack.
Why would you? You're a human.
But it comes out like a chicken. Like,
that's not a quack. Quack is a quack.
quack. I said that. Quack. Quack.
Well, I guess I don't sound like a duck either, but yours definitely sounded more like a chicken.
Yeah,
that's nonsense.
I can't do it. It isn't easy.
But I suppose we can't do a dog sound, can we? We all go woof, but a dog doesn't go woof, does it? Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
It's kind of a good.
How does a Chihuahua know that a Great Dane is the same species? Because they are the same species. Dogs are different breeds, but they are exactly the same species. They're being bred to look like that.
Yeah.
But and it's in the next book I'm doing, because I thought, how do they know? Because I think the Kennel Club recognised something like 260 breeds, but overall there's supposed to be 400 in the world. So that tiny little thing like a Chihuahua and a huge thing like a Great Dane, they can actually mate. I mean, it might be awkward, obviously, the logistics. But
how do they know that they can?
Apparently, it's to do with scent, and mainly to do with scent and smell. But what was a really fascinating experiment was that somebody said, so they don't do it by sight, but apparently they do it because they got dogs to look at photographs. Train dogs to. How do you train a dog to point at another dog? But anyway, I found the research and it was there. They showed dogs photographs of, say, a pig and a dog, or a cat and a dog, but all different breeds to them.
Yeah.
And they would put their paw on the photograph of the dog, even though it looked utterly different to them. So sight isn't taken out of it. They reckon smell is the most likely factor, but sight too.
It's almost like a human mating with a haggis.
The haggis were in the Beano, but they weren't real.
Well, I mean, they are real.
Well, they're good. Of course, you can eat them, but they're not animals. A human doesn't.
Are they not? The little haggis, the Scottish haggis. It goes around.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
in the Highlands.
Yeah.
But the
They were in the Beano.
Little furry things.
Yeah, but no. When I was doing the New Scientist books, I used to go to book signings, which was quite exciting. One time, a woman with an obvious French accent came up to me and said, "Hey, can you sign the book?" And I said, "Yeah." To who? And she said, "Can you sign it to my French harlot?" And she said, "Can you sign it to my French harlot?" And I said, "No." I said, "Obviously, I don't know. I don't know what you want the book for. I don't know why you want me to sign that." I said, "But what's your name?" And she said, "Well, it's Ludovine." And I said, "I'm going to sign it to Ludovine." She said, No, sign it. I want you to please sign it to my French harlot." And I could see the divorce lawyers coming down the path. I think, what's this going? Where is this going? So I said, "No, I'll sign it to Ludovine." So I put best wishes to Ludovine. And she said, "It's no use to me now. Charlotte's going to be really upset." And I said, "Charlotte? What? Your friend Charlotte?" And I said, "Oh no." I said, "It's absolutely true, Stanley." I said, "Look, I'll give you another one. I'll sign one to Charlotte as well."
Oh dear. Well, it is 11:30 and I did promise to let you go then. So, well, thank you so much for coming in the world of storytelling, Mick.
Some say the old ruins in the sand tell us every story will come to an end. But my dear, we can live what we tell. We are storytelling animals.